Worshipful grandmaster. Must be worth a smile. Most worshipful grandmaster, it has been a great honor and a pleasure for me to install you and your officers this afternoon. We wish for you the very best, and we know that the Grand Lodge of New Jersey is in good hands, and we look forward to a tremendous year under your leadership. Congratulations to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's such a pleasure to see this Grand Lodge room so full. I don't know where to start. Earlier today I was jotting down a few notes of what I might want to say. Those notes were lost. Our arrangements committee dutifully found them. But it is a pleasure to be with you all this afternoon. I want to start by thanking Most Worshipful Edgar N. Pepler for that beautiful job of an installation. Most Worshipful Sir, thank you very much for that. Since I've been attending Grand Lodges, more often than not, Most Worshipful Brother Pepler has installed the Grand Lodge officers. And when I knew I had an installation coming up, there was nobody else that I wanted to have do it. And he does such a beautiful and professional job, and I truly appreciate that. Then to have Most Worshipful John Ryan serve as installing chaplain. Most Worshipful Sir, our friendship means a lot to me. Over the years, I've learned so much from you, serving with you and working with you, and I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you very much. Now, out of the installing team, the one I've known the longest is Most Worshipful Robert L. Miller. Bob and my father were very close friends. We probably go back about 40 years. 48. Bob is one of the best ritualists in this state. And unfortunately, he couldn't show that too much in this installation because as installing Grand Marshal, he only does it until my Grand Marshal is installed. So he did only a little bit of work tonight, but a very fine job, and thank you very much for your friendship and for all your help. You know, it's been a little hectic today, so I haven't actually seen who's here, but I want to thank the officers and members of Acacia Lodge, my lodge, who were out here in force all day long, all week long. And is Acacia Lodge here? If you're still here, stand up, guys. Brethren, I know I may be prejudiced, but they are one of the best, if not the best lodges in the state. They travel all over the state, attending different functions, in force, and with total respect and a great job. A couple of years ago, I'm originally from Jephthah Lodge. Because of circumstances beyond our control, not that it was necessary as a lodge, but because of financial constraints put on us, we needed to merge. And Acacia Lodge welcomed us with open arms. Acacia Lodge was our mother lodge. We came out of Acacia in 1922, and 2 years ago they welcomed us back with open arms, and you've never seen a better merger. And I want to truly thank the brethren of my lodge for all they've done for me this week. Thank you very much, guys. I'm fortunate to have some of my family with me today, not too much of it because a lot of them couldn't get off of work, but I would like to introduce those that are with me today, starting from left to right so I don't miss anybody. My brother, worshipful brother Eric Troutman, and his wife Mary. My brother Rob Troutman, and his wife Karen. My mother, Jane Troutman. And of course, the one that I probably wouldn't be here without her help and support, and probably getting most of those votes for me a few years ago, my wife, Stacy. one thing when we were coming down here several months ago, my inner group, my marshal and my secretary, we thought about was when we come down here and you look back on it afterwards and you see all those pictures taken, and what you usually see is valleys across the front of the podium, and we didn't want that. So I have to thank, he's not here, but Brother Kevin O'Neill from Mosaic Lodge for making this fine banner of my pin, in essence, to cover that, and I do truly thank him for that. This pin was designed not by me, although I did modify it a little bit. This is something my grandfather drew back in 1930 in Bremen, Germany. Something that's very near and dear to the family. Not only did my grandfather draw it, my father and one of my brothers have it tattooed on them. I didn't want to go through that pain, so I had my pin made up of. For those who haven't heard, we do have an aggressive schedule set for this coming year. We're going to tackle membership, we're going to tackle the business side of Grand Lodge, and we're going to help with the fraternal side of it. I would like to talk to you for a few minutes this afternoon about the fraternal side, and my grand chaplains are going to be a big part of that. Over the summer, my marshal and my secretary and their wives and Stacy, we spent many weekends meeting with each and every member that was going to be on staff, going over what would be expected of them. And our grand chaplains today were told back then that if they were appointed, they would be expected to do the work of a chaplain. They will be going out and visiting brethren that are in the hospital or homebound because of illness and age, and making them feel a little better. And they will be doing a good job with that. They'll be working with our newest junior grand warden, working with that project. You know, I have to thank a couple other brothers that helped me out along the way, and I don't honestly know if they're present today, but that would be the 3 grandmasters I've served on the elected line with: Most Worshipful Bill Berman, Most Worshipful Joseph H. Rival, and Most Worshipful William L. Morris, Jr. These 3 brethren enabled me to get heavily involved with the inner works of our Grand Lodge, taking on projects each and every year, and allowing me to know exactly what is going on so I can be fully prepared as I now assume this role. And I do truly thank each and every one of them for that. Staff, you look pretty good. Sharp dressers. You know, this is a staff I am truly proud of. The year is just starting, but I know the qualities, the hearts of almost each and every one of you. Oftentimes, when a grandmaster is about to be installed, when he puts his staff together, many men are made up of recommendations from the district deputy grandmasters. And our district deputy grandmasters are perfectly capable of making those recommendations. But there's so many good brothers that I knew around this state that almost to a man, each and every one of you are my personal picks for the position you're holding. And I know the great works you can do to better our fraternity, and I thank you for what you're going to do. To our Deputy Grand Master, Right Worshipful David A. Dorworth. Dave and I first met probably back in 2002 when he was serving as Junior Grand Deacon and I was serving as District Ritual Instructor. And we became friends back then, but being as he was from South Jersey and I was from North, we really didn't know each other that well. But the friendship that's developed over the past couple of years, serving on the Grand Line together, serving as past Grand Marshals, this is a man I know I can count on with anything. And it's going to be an absolute pleasure working with you, Dave.
My pleasure, Grandmaster.
Right Worshipful Brother Senior Grand Warden. You're no longer the new kid on the block. Right Worshipful Sir, I've known you for quite a few years as well, but got to know you very well over the past year when you were serving as Junior Grand Warden. And I know what you're capable of, and I know we're going to have a great time. Thank you very much. new kid on the block, right where it's Anthony W. Montori. Tony, it's great to have you on board. We've known each other many years, and you've been an extreme help to me over the years with different projects going on in Grand Lodge, saving us a lot of money and a lot of time because of mistakes that were not made, thanks to your capable hands being involved. I look forward to working with you over the next Masonic year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ray.
Over the next year, we're going to implement a few programs that have not been done in the past. We're going to implement what is called district meetings. And this is where the Grand Master and members of the elected and appointed line will be traveling around the state, visiting each district, usually on a DLI night, and discussing with them all aspects of our fraternity and asking their questions that they may have. And this will keep them hopefully informed and maybe come up with some good answers for some of the problems we do face as a Grand Lodge. But I'm also going to use this to promote something I am strongly in support of, and that will be coming to legislation next April. Many jurisdictions surrounding us and elsewhere have gone to lowering their age to 18. We still make a man be 21 years of age to join this fraternity. He can serve in the Army and put his life on the line for our country. He can vote for our leaders of this country, and we don't allow him in a Masonic Lodge. So that's something we're going to talk about. We're not going to get too deep into it today, but keep that in mind because we will be talking about it as the year goes on. We're also going to look at membership. We will be holding a one-day class later on in the year. I believe it's in February or March. My secretary is not standing next to me, so I don't know the exact date. That's all right. He's good. But we will be holding a one-day class targeting brothers who took their entered apprentice or entered apprentice and fellowcraft degrees and did not continue. We'll open it up to new initiates as well, but the main focus will be to see if we can't get those men that joined our ranks but never continued. Obviously, there was a spark of fraternalism in them, and for whatever reason, they went by the wayside, but we're going to see if we can't reignite that flame. You know, this is a pretty exciting year for our Grand Lodge. This is our 225th anniversary. We just closed the 225th annual communication of Grand Lodge, which, if you do the math, would say we're a little early because the first communication was year 0. However, during World War II, there was not one year that was not held a communication. So this is the start of the 225th Masonic year, and we're going to celebrate that in style. On September 22nd, there'll be a gala celebration at the Trenton Temple, and I do hope you all consider coming down to that. To help support that endeavor, there will be some fundraisers being run during the course of the year, the first of which started earlier today with the selling of the 225th anniversary steins, which I believe are still for sale in the lobby. It's a beautiful piece made in Germany, designed again by worshipful brother Kevin O'Neill from Mosaic Lodge. So that, if you get a chance, take a look at them. You know, I'm going to be addressing the business side of Grand Lodge. We all know we've had some problems as far as how Grand Lodge is run, as far as dealing with tax issues, that the lodges aren't sure what to do, and so forth. So we are reinstituting the tax committee and the insurance committees to help the lodges with these type of issues. So I do hope you can all profit from those ideas. I'm going to be asking each and every lodge in this jurisdiction during the course of the year to hold a widow's night or a memorial night for the fallen brothers. So we can let each and every widow or orphan in this jurisdiction to know that we're still there for them. And all they need to do is pick up the phone and we'll be there to help them. Again, I'm so proud of my staff. I know they're going to do a great job. I look forward to the coming Masonic year. Now, you know I have an aggressive agenda, so I do need each and every one of you to pitch in if we're going to accomplish all that we set out to accomplish. I thank you very much for being here. Enjoy the rest of the day. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless this, the greatest fraternity the world has ever known. Thank you.